Swifty, before we kind of build up to Blackburn, reflect on the last few weeks. We had a few good results, and then I guess Boro was felt a little bit disappointed, didn't it, after the kind of good few weeks we'd had?
Yeah, it was a tough one to take. I think the performance wasn't obviously as good as the last three. We had clean sheets in the last three, which we were hoping to keep going into the Middlesbrough game. But no, I think it was a tough one to take. But yeah, I mean, we just have to forget about that now and go into Blackburn and hopefully get the performance back to where it was before.
Yeah, our manager obviously, as all managers do, call for consistency, and I guess it's ironing out, making sure that one game where it weren't quite on it is a blip really, and we move on quickly and get back to those levels.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's games are coming thick and fast, so it'll be another big game for us on Saturday. Blackburn are a good team. They will put us under a lot of pressure, like Middlesbrough did, and hopefully we can cope with it a bit better than we did, and maybe get the ball down and play a bit more. I think we went away from that a bit against Middlesbrough. They obviously like the long ball game and they're strong at it, and that's the way they play. And I think we could have kept the ball a little bit better and stopped them giving the firepower that they've got.
I think it's a strange thing really. I know the manager said he kind of really keen that we kind of turn our home form around a bit, because away from home we've looked really good. We've got the ball down a bit more, but yeah, it's one of those small things. Hard to put the figure on exactly what goes wrong, because the home form's not quite been there, has it?
Yeah, I know, and I think it's a bit of a weird one, because obviously there's no fans in either stadium, so home away it's the exact same atmosphere. The only thing that changes is the stadium. So I can't put a finger on it. I don't think anyone can, but maybe it's just the performance levels. I think when we go away, we're away for an extra day, maybe concentrating a bit more on the game than we are when we go into a home game. But that's the only thing I could really imagine it being, because both stadiums are empty. There's no fans back in either side. So yeah, it's a bit of a mystery to everyone. But I mean, I can't say we're not disappointed with the home form, but we're definitely really happy with the away form.
Absolutely. Obviously, another chance to keep that away form going at Blackburn. We kind of thought they would have something riding on it, because they've been kind of pressing up towards the top end. Now it's effectively a dead rubber. They can't get promoted either. But from our point of view, there's a chance to catch up, go within a point of them. So there's always an incentive, isn't there?
Yeah, of course. I think we'd always want to push up the league and win every game that we go into. I don't think anyone's going out to the game thinking like they can't wait for this to be over and go on holiday. But that's not the case at all. When we're out training, we're training like we are. That we are able to push into the top six. But obviously, if we're not able to, then we push high up the league as much as we can.
Blackburn Rovers will definitely provide a test, wouldn't they? Because they're a quality team. They've shown they're better, probably done a lot better than people expected them to do this year.
Yeah, of course. I think when we played them at our place, I think we ended up losing the game. They got some good players on their team. Obviously, they're missing one great player in the league of Dak. So I think if we can take advantage of that and hopefully push it into our favour, it'll hopefully be a good day for us. I think we're just focusing on us really. Any team in this league can win any game. So if we just tighten up our performance, get back to how we was playing before Middlesbrough, and keep our away form as it is, then I'm sure we'll come away with all 3 points.
And lastly, John, we've got to touch on as well, when the team was switched around kind of for that Luton game, the manager reshuffled things a bit and he gave you the armband. When did you find out that you would be a captain in the team?
I literally only found out 20 minutes, 30 minutes before I was going out for the warm-up. It was just as much a surprise to me as I think it was everyone else. Obviously, we've got Michael Morrison in the team, who I thought would have been the captain, because he had been captain at Birmingham before, and he's the older head in the team, and he's at the centre back and he talks a lot. But no, I was delighted when he said it. There was no hesitation in taking it. I think when you play at a top level, when you're offered the captain's armband, I think it's an honour to be captain. And I think never being captain in my career actually showed that, like, when I am captain, it made me feel like I had a bit more responsibility. So, and I think I did quite well. I can't say my performances were great, but yeah, if I'm ever captain again, then it will be a pleasure.
As you mentioned there, yeah, Mark Bowen obviously is nice to have that recognition, if you like, for what you can bring to a team, and again to give you that responsibility as well.
Yeah, the responsibility was the main part. I think you go out onto the pitch with a different mindset. I think that I'd never actually realised before, because obviously I'd never been captain before. So yeah, it was a good feeling. I think it come. Obviously now I don't know the pressures of being captain in a game of massive importance, but hopefully in my career to come that I might actually be able to get that feeling. But just getting it at this stage now of my career at a big team in the Championship, then it's it was fun, and it was also quite exciting.